Hey, great news, everybody. John with BYOB Day Trading has lowered his price for his training class and 3-month membership to under $300. It's $299, but it's under $300. Check out the link below in the comments of this video, okay? I think you'll really love the class. I know I'll be there. We'll see you. Hey, let's look at some charts here in 1 second. Hey, good morning, everyone. Here we are. Sorry I didn't make it back to yesterday. I got a little tied up, but I was able to get untied. You know, them damn cops, they use those fancy handcuffs these days, so you got to be a little bit tricky. Oh, I'm kidding. I was with the cops. I probably shouldn't spread that rumor. Yeah, probably shouldn't spread that rumor. Okay, so here, let's turn to the SPY here. There we go. So, hey, we're getting a nice little move in the SPY here. This is great. 1 day, 2 day, 3 days. SPY is showing a little bit of energy. And when you look at the chart here, that's all cool and dandy. There's not much for the SPY to fight right over here. Now, I think we're going to start to see a fight, say in the 530 up, you know, from 530 up, maybe 531 up, and then we're really going to start to see a fight around 538, somewhere in here. I'm not looking for this to be some kind of a rally that just does this. I'm just not looking at that. Unless, you know, one way that it could happen is if there is some news event, which we cannot predict. No one can predict unless the person, you know, planning on shouting out the news event early, perhaps, that could get the market to do that. But more than likely, you know, we see a move up. I'm expecting maybe a little more move up today. Things might be looking kind of up this morning. And then, you know, we start to roll over a little bit. So keep an eye on this. Despite what any bull might think, you must have a low, high, higher low, test, and then a breakout, okay? All of this can happen up here. So price can move higher, and then that process starts. That's how you get a trend. So if we were to, let's do this right here. If we were to do this, if we were to start a trend line, you've got no place to put it. Nothing. And that's what we need. We need an anchor to put that trend line. So if well, this is going to kind of work and kind of not. So if we pull back a little bit, wherever we pull back to, okay, we can just leave that right there. If we pull back to this, and then we start to see some bullish activity, now we have a trend line. And that's what we need. We need that second piece of the trend line here. And this, it doesn't matter that we're looking at the SPY. This is on any chart, every chart, all charts, any day, night or day. Doesn't matter. In your sleep, wide awake, eating breakfast, anything you want, anywhere you want. We need that second piece, that second leg, that second brace, okay? Now, overall, somebody asked me last night, I was here last night, I listened in to John's webinar, and please do remember that John has a real nice webinar coming up on Friday the 9th, both for members and non-members, 2 different pricing. So, hey, if you want to become a member, you'll get it for less money. If you are a member, then, well, it is less money. And I do have it listed out here on this YouTube, so take a look at it. So, here we go. Watch when we move up into here. Overall, the sellers are still in very much control, okay? Very much control. And so we need to be very diligent of that on what we buy long or buy short. I'm a little handicapped this morning because part of my tools were not correctly updated. So I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball here. So I'm just going to kind of, well, if you guys have some charts, please post them out there. In the meantime, I've got a couple I can work through. But if I take a look at NEO, That's a nice long chart looking good for me. NEO. Very nice trend here. Very nice. What we call a PBO, pullback opportunity. 3/8 trap. This is a chart that I might want to be interested in. And at 17 bucks, I think a whole lot of traders could get involved with that. There was another one here that I liked. How about that FTDR? I believe we talked about this one day before yesterday. But it's real simple where the stop is. Put your stop in there, because this whole consolidation area is a supporting area. Below that, you wouldn't want it because there's too much of a gap that it just might come back and fill. Now, some people might want to put their stop right here on that low. There is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. You put your stop where you feel the most comfortable. Okay? But this looks awfully good. SFM. Take a look at SFM. This is one that we have talked about on and off for the past month, and it's still working out very nice. Here's your gap, and here's your pullback to a 3/8 trap. That makes for a nice entry right there. And a stop. Let's put a stop in here. Probably below the T-line, and I'm going to go a little bit below this doji here. Targets. Let's work on some targets on this. So let's come over here. And we'll take... Guess we'll take this low here and go up to that high. And then we'll take this little tail and push it up to that candle right there. So that gives us some targets up here that we can shoot for. We'll put a couple of them there. So around 109.50, 115.20 is what I would look at for targets on SFM. With a $93.80 stop, that's definitely worth the risk there, because low risk. Oh, and also we probably ought to, whoops, wrong one. And there's always going to be a target right there at the top as well, right in there. Okay. Carol is saying, take a look at Coke. Coke is acting very nice. You know, some of the basic rules is just follow the trend. And if you're bearish on this market, just follow the trend. If you're bullish on this market, just follow the trend. That's all you got to do. Price, what is it doing in relationship to the T-line? What is the T-line doing in relationship to the trend indicator? That is bullish. Every which way from Sunday. I really don't care what kind of nasty bearish candle it puts up here. That is bullish. Now, that nasty bearish candle over the next 2 days could crash that trend. It could. But at what we see at the moment, it is bullish. So we're going to trade that bullishly until we get one of those nasty candles that says, hold the phone, sport. But right now, that's a beautiful chart, Carol. Thank you very much. Let's see, Rickster, ASTS. Doesn't that have earnings coming out? Yeah, on the 12th. Earnings on the 12th, but a super chart. I think this is a super chart. And what I like about it, some of the most, is this nice sideways, tight flag, pop out of the box candle pattern here. Plus, T-line is above the trend indicator, right? Price is above the T-line, right? Everything's right on this chart. Looks great. The only thing I question is the earnings here on the 12th. So for a stop, I would probably be a trend indicator stop here kind of a person. I'm going to look at the weekly. Weekly here, you can see we're fussing around with some all-time new highs, so I'm going to use that. We're going to put a target right in here, and then we'll put a target up here too. So that's what I would look for targets. You got to get through this first one, then look for that 24.40. We'll reevaluate this one. If the earnings pops it up, we'll reevaluate this chart here. Okay. Carol's also looking at KHC. Nice pullback, nice trend in the making. It has some upside potential, no doubt. But I think what I would like to see is a little more upside. Not everything is about buying low. Not everything at all. This has earnings on, oh, far enough away. Yeah, this thing needs a little gas, and then I think I would look at it. So a little gas to me would be over the 50 period moving average, over this doji here. That's what I think I would need. I would even venture to say over 35.80. Let's look at the weekly chart. You know what? I'm going to bust that right up. There. Let this thing prove itself. Look at the upside potential, okay? So we're going to need to see that. Downtrend here is just hammering. You know what? Put this on the watch list on the back burner. Yeah, put it on the back burner. That's what I think. Yeah, that's the way I would trade it. 3M, I think 3M is a trade unless something went crazy last night, and it did not. So right now, 3M, I've got targets up here on 3M, getting through 127.80, 138, and then up here 147. 3M's a great looking chart, beautiful. It's just a matter of deciding where you want to buy it on a breakout, buy it inside this little channel it's got going on, set your stop. We've been down low, we're coming back up, so I think I would want my stop, probably about right there. You know what, let's just move this down right there. There we go. We'll make this a little bit fatter. There we go. So that's where my stop would be from here. But yeah, 3M looks absolutely fabulous. Yeah. RTX might be another one that to take a look at, but it needs to move up. It needs to get going. So pay a little higher is what I'd say on this one. And there's some targets up here. 119.60, 124.30, 129.30 up here on the targets. So that was looking pretty good. Alrighty, let's call it a morning. Remember, in 30 minutes, the market opens up. We'll see everybody then. Thank you so much for being here. I absolutely appreciate it. And hope to see everybody here. 30 minutes, okay? You guys all take care. Thank you.